Michael, could you just type the website, or Dane, if you would just type the website into the chat pod? Oh, it is in the packet. Thanks, Maureen. Great. Something that's brand new for this edition of the Picture Dictionary is a low beginning workbook. And the low beginning workbook really makes this program very multi-level for learners. So they have a low beginning, a high beginning, and a low intermediate workbook that allows learners to work on exactly the same page, exactly the same topic, but at their level. And for the low beginning workbook, there's actually reduced word list. So even a page may have 35, or a topic, no page has 35 words, but a topic may have 35 words. The low beginning student wouldn't be working with more than 12 of those words. And the multi-level communicative activities, the sentence makers, the grid games, the peer dictations, all of those are in classic classroom activities. There is an assessment program as well. I saw some of you writing about that. And what you saw demonstrated today were pieces of the classroom presentation software. But of course, there's also the interactive software, which is for the students to use. And it really it's a wonderful multi-level tool because you can have lower or higher level learners. If you have a computer available to you, you can have them available to do for those learners on your computer while you're working with another group on perhaps a mini presentation. It's very difficult to do a high-level grammar presentation with low-level learners listening in. There's just a little bit too much of a disconnect. So it's great to give those lower-level learners an activity that is engaging and motivating, and then you can work with your higher-level learners on advanced grammar points. So I think I actually just said that. You know, Sean, you are great at asking. I think ask and you shall have. So we're just 1 minute. Yes, Judy, I can make the handouts again. I can make the handouts available. We're 1 minute before we're due to leave, but I would like to, I think I want to make sure we don't get our music on. Yes. I just want to verify with you that I will be coming back into the webinar after I officially end the meeting. I'll come back in and we can do lots of back and forth on the chat pods if you like. I'll put the webinar downloading screen back up for you so that you can download the handouts. We will email you with answers to the questions that you had in the other chat pods, and we will also be sending you. That's good. I'm glad you have questions. We'll be sending you, if you complete the survey, a sample of the software that you saw today. If you have additional questions about the Picture Dictionary program, there's a list of specialists, the OUP specialists. I always call them OPD specialists because I'm just that way. But you can find them at the back of your handout. And if you didn't get the handout or you want to copy down the 800 number, that will automatically take you over to a specialist. And if you want to, what we'll do is I'll verify at 5 o'clock. Oh, Mindy's putting up the information about how to get a certificate. What we will do is we will make sure that we handle all of these questions after 5. I want to make sure that you can all get to the survey. Thanks, Teresa. Once I close this meeting, then what you'll be directed to is a survey. If you fill out that survey, you'll be entered into a drawing, and one lucky participant, I just love saying this is my Vanna White moment, one lucky participant will get a full version of the classroom software. And I just want to read Wilma's question. Can we get the different lessons that I used? Wilma, you and I will have to clarify. So those of you that need a certificate, if you would sign out, you can contact Mindy, or once you sign out and you have taken the survey, you can come back in and we'll and you can write your email so that we can definitely make sure that we have your contact information. I imagine that you would do that by writing Mindy as well. I want to thank you so much for your time. Michael has written that the handouts will be available to download once the room reopens after the survey. We're working on an online version of the OPD, Trinity. And the notes that I just went through, Wilma, that's my PowerPoint. I'd be happy to share that with you if that's something that you'd like. So thanks for your patience. I know that it's always an adventure. And the way that you sign out, I will just end the meeting. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I thank you all so much for your participation. This has been a lot of fun, and it's the most people that I've ever webinared with. Christina, what's the oops? Okay. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, so when I close the meeting, you'll be directed to the survey. And remember, very important to, oh yes, I do have the survey information. I think maybe that's what you were talking about, Mindy. Gee, I don't want to close this meeting since you're all thanking me. Already did that, Mindy. That was a big part of the, yeah, I think you just missed that. Okay. I see that Sean and Phil are still typing, so I don't want to cut out before Sean and Phil finish. And as I did mention, my email is on the handout. So if you have questions as you go along, or if you'd like to be included on a contact list for when I do other face-to-face or webinar workshops, I'd be happy to put you on that list. Oh, thank you, J. Scott. That's very kind.